first or maybe second week of this invasion in my country, I decided to start a blog in English to communicate with international society, because we received a lot of support from all over the world, and I decided that international society should have some kind of source of information to learn more about what happens in Ukraine.
And we have a link to that in the description, so we hope you will go and check that out. So tell us a little bit about your background. You were born in Ukraine to a military family, is that right?
Yeah, it's true. My father was a military back in the Soviet army before Ukraine became independent, and we had to travel a lot around the country. And then as soon as the USSR collapsed, my dad became an officer of the independent Ukraine. So he played a huge role in creating and developing armed forces of Ukraine. Actually, I never thought about becoming a military myself, but at some point we were attacked by our neighbors, and I decided that it's time to, continue our family tradition.
So in 2013, you became a protester. What were you protesting?
We were participating in the protest action against dragging our country into this association with Russia, because majority of Ukrainians wanted to become part of Europe. We think of ourselves as Europeans, and in 2013 our former president, our former dictator, 𝐍𝐢𝐜𝐴 Yanukovych, at first he wanted to sign this association with the European Union. Everybody were welcoming that, but then he talked to Putin, and Putin convinced him to change his mind and sign association with Russia, which was completely against the people's will. That's why people were protesting, and at some point this peaceful protest was brutally dispersed. There were basically students, unarmed students, teenagers. They were brutally beaten by police, and that caused massive uprising in Ukraine. And we decided to remove this dictator, remove the influence of Russia, and basically we returned our right to be a democratic state and elect whatever president we want, and we were successful in this regard.